everybody is going to have strengths and weaknesses. The first step is learning what yours are and finding a way to deal with them and overcome them when possible.
I truly believe that he has been the most important thing that has shaped my life, that I am who I am because he came into my life and my life changed because of him. Well, Travis was born 10 weeks premature. He had an identical twin, Trevor.
He has cerebral palsy as well, physically in the same way that I do, but a little more severe. He's in a wheelchair, and he also has some cognitive delays. So he's just a great guy. He's a wonderful soul.
Since he was a little boy, he always wanted to help take care of his brother. And he had promised me since the day he was able that I would never had to worry that when I was gone that he was always going to be there to look after his brother. But from the beginning, he was, I guess Travis I describe him as being vivacious, I think. He learned to crawl, and then he learned to pull himself up, and then he had a walker. And from there he went to crutches, and every vehicle that he took on with a passion. He was almost out of control with everything that he did. He wanted to keep moving and going all the time. I have two children that I'm very, very proud of, and who have gone way past the limits that others set for them when they were young.
As far as challenges, like the physical challenges of having cerebral palsy, it probably just kind of makes you more determined because you have to try so much harder to accomplish everyday things. It just kind of gives you a little bit more perspective, gives you a little more patience, or at least it has with me.
Travis just never gives up, and that's something I do find amazing about him, is he really doesn't. He perseveres through just about everything.
Finding work for me was pretty difficult. Can be frustrating because it's kind of a repetitive cycle. How are you expected to gain experience if you can't be hired anywhere, but nobody wants to hire you if you don't have, set experiences. What
Community Gatepath has done for Travis is it's given him a key to that door that wouldn't open for him before. No matter how hard he tried and how many times he applied for jobs, it just didn't seem to happen for him. And now that door's open, I don't think there's any limit to his potential.
It was about a year after I had joined Community Gatepath that Stacy was able to find me a position here at Express Plumbing.
It's becoming such a habit now. Before we didn't have Travis, now everything happens is like, where's Travis? They give it to Travis. So really he became a very important addition to the office force.
He doesn't say no to anything. He's always right there wanting to help and do the best he can do with it, and he always does a good job.
I think earning a paycheck is a wonderful thing because it makes you feel accomplished and like you've really contributed something, but it also makes you see more possibilities for your own future. Maybe other things are possible. Maybe one day you'll be able to, move out on your own. Maybe one day you'll be able to, buy a house for yourself or buy an apartment. So it means the world to me.
As a human, we tend to kind of forget the blessing that we have in our life, whether with the job, whether with the health, whether with everything that happened around us. And looking at Travis, how positive he's always carrying himself. He has really brought me out to really appreciate every single moment in my life.
There's no people out there perfect, so he taught me a lot. Being to yourself and who you are. He's a great person.
I hope that there are other business owners out there that can maybe hear about this and be willing to take that chance, because there's a lot of people out there who have a lot to give, and you need to be able to see through what's on the outside. And if you give somebody a chance, you might just find out that you've got a real winner on your hands.
I think that this organization, Community Gatepath, it does such a wonderful job of inspiring and helping disabled people throughout the Bay Area. I think it's a wonderful thing.
He's my hero. He really is, because I would like to think that I could go through life and deal with it the way that he's dealt with it, but under the circumstances that he's dealt with it, I don't think there's any way in the world that could have been who he is. So yes, I admire him greatly. Congratulations, Travis.